Welcome to Armenia, a land where time flows differently, where the stones beneath your feet have witnessed kingdoms rise and fall, and where every horizon holds a sacred story. Here in the heart of the South Caucasus, Armenia stands as a bridge between Europe and Asia. But it is not defined by borders, it's defined by spirit. The mountains are not just landscapes, they're guardians. The churches are not merely buildings, they are the soul of a people who have endured, prayed, and flourished for millennia. As you travel through these rugged highlands and fertile valleys, you'll find a culture deeply rooted in faith, resilience, and hospitality. You'll see that the wonders of Armenia aren't just found in architecture or scenery. They're written into the faces of its people and the rhythm of everyday life. From the crystalline waters of Lake Sevan to the remote cliffside monasteries and age-old villages where tradition lives on, this is a place both ancient and alive. So prepare to wander through legends, walk paths carved by time, and witness breathtaking beauty wrapped in silence and soul. This is not just a travel film, it's a journey into the soul of a nation. This is Wonders of Armenia. Part 1. Yerevan, the heartbeat of Armenia. We begin in Yerevan, Armenia's vibrant capital, and one of the world's oldest continuously inhabited cities. Here, Soviet architecture blends with ancient ruins, and modern life hums against a backdrop of Mount Ararat's silhouette. Wander through Republic Square, feel the energy of the fountains at night, and don't miss the cascades, a giant stairway of art, music, and panoramic views. Locals sip Armenian coffee at open-air cafes, while street musicians fill the air with soul. Yerevan is more than a capital. It's the rhythm of Armenia's soul. Part 2. Geghard Monastery and Garni Temple. Met meets Christian next. We head to two architectural marvels, Geghard Monastery and the Garni Temple. Carved straight into the rock, Geghard is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, shrouded in mist, legends, and medieval hymns. Its dark chambers whisper prayers from centuries past. Just nearby stands the pagan temple of Garni, Armenia's only Greco-Roman colonnaded building. Set atop a gorge, it looks like it's guarding time itself. These two sites, side by side, tell the story of Armenia's shift from ancient polytheism to becoming the world's first Christian nation. Part 3. Lake Sevan, the jewel of Armenia. At nearly 2,000 meters above sea level lies Lake Sevan, the Bad Mordu. Jewel of Armenia. One of the largest high-altitude lakes in the world, Sevan offers tranquil beauty in every season. Visit Tatev Monastery, perched on a hill, overlooking the lake's shimmering surface. Here, time slows down, and the only sounds are waves lapping and wind brushing across ancient stones. Lake Sevan is Armenia at its most peaceful. Part 4. Tatev Monastery and Wings of Tatev. Ride to the sky. In southern Armenia, adventure and history unite at the Wings of Tatev, the world's longest reversible cable car. As you glide over a deep canyon, the medieval Tatev Monastery appears, clinging to the cliffs like a fortress of faith. Tatev is a place of legends, of flying monks, hidden manuscripts, and an enduring belief in something greater than ourselves. Part 5. Noravank, the Red Rock Miracle. Tucked between towering red cliffs lies Noravank, a monastery of breathtaking beauty and bold architecture. The narrow Amagu Valley opens up to reveal 13th century churches with intricate khachkars, Armenian cross stones carved with love and devotion. It's not just the setting that stuns, it's the way the golden light bathes the stone, turning it into fire. Noravank is a moment suspended in time. Part 6. Dilijan, Armenia's little Switzerland. Imagine alpine forests, crystal clear air, and quaint cottages. And you'll find Dilijan. Known as Armenia's Switzerland, this spa town is surrounded by the lush Dilijan National Park. Here, every step is a breath of fresh air. Explore Pars Lake by boat, hike forest trails, or find peace at Zorats Monastery, hidden like a jewel among the trees. Dilijan is a retreat into nature, heritage, and healing. Part 7, Zorats Cave Village and Swinging Bridge. In Armenia's far southeast, history clings to the cliffs at Zorats, a once thriving village carved into the mountains. People lived here until the 1950s, in homes carved from the rock, connected by rope bridges and footpaths. Today, a dramatic suspension bridge lets you walk above the gorge, looking down at caves, history, and the raw beauty of survival. Part 8, Mount Aragats and Ambed Fortress. Touching the sky, rising to 4,090 meters, Mount Aragats is Armenia's tallest peak. It's not just a mountain, it's a place of pilgrimage for hikers, photographers, and dreamers. On its slopes sits Ambed Fortress, the Fortress in the clouds. Once a military stronghold, now it guards only silence and views that stretch for miles. Whether you're scaling snowy trails or walking among ruins, Aragats invites you to stand above the world. Part 9. The Monasteries of Sanahin and Hagpat. Wisdom in Stone. Up in Armenia's Lori province lie two UNESCO-protected treasures, Sanahin and Hagpat monasteries. These centers of medieval learning were where scientists, philosophers, and scribes once gathered to create, debate, and preserve. As you walk their weathered corridors, you feel the weight of centuries and the whisper of wisdom carved in every arch. Part 10. Zorats Karer. Armenia's Stonehenge. Long before the churches and castles, there were the stones. Zorats Karer, often called the Armenian Stonehenge, is a prehistoric site over 7,000 years old. Some believe it was an observatory, others a burial ground. But no matter its origin, it remains one of Armenia's great mysteries, silent, powerful, and eternal. Part 11. Symphony of Stones. Nature's Organ Pipes. Nature, too, is a master architect in Armenia. Along the Garni Gorge lies the Symphony of Stones, a natural formation of perfect basalt columns, resembling organ pipes carved by the earth's hand. It's a reminder that Armenia's wonders don't just rise from human hands, but from the very bones of the earth itself. Part 12. Local Life. Culture, Cuisine, and Craft. Armenia's wonder isn't only in its landmarks. It lives in its people. Watch women bake lavash in underground tonnes. Listen to the melancholic sound of the duduk, Armenia's soul in woodwind. Taste apricots from the tree. Smell herbs from the mountains. Here, hospitality is sacred, and tradition is living history. Conclusion. Final thoughts and closing montage. Armenia is more than a memory waiting to be made. It's a place where mountains breathe legends, where silence speaks in ancient tongues, and where every village, valley, and church holds a chapter of humanity's oldest stories. You don't just walk through Armenia, you are carried by it. Through its windswept fortresses, soul-stirringly melodies, and the warmth of its people who still greet strangers as friends. From the sacred stones of Geghard and the soaring heights of Tatev, to the quiet reflections on the shores of Lake Sevan, these are not just places to see. They are places to feel, to remember, to return to in dreams. And when you leave, you don't leave Armenia behind. It stays with you, in the sound of the duduk, in the taste of sweet apricots, in the golden light of memory. Because Armenia is not just a spot on the map. It is a heartbeat, a history, a home for the soul. This is Armenia. These are its wonders. Until next time, travel deeper, wander further, and never stop seeking the stories the world has to offer.